You're listening to the Amani Channel podcast on myurbanreport.com, sponsored by Visuali Media. Visit visualimedia.com for professional video production, media consulting, and social media strategies. And thanks for tuning in. I am Amani Channel. That is my birth name. It is not a broadcasting name. A lot of folks ask me that. I am a social media practitioner. I am a broadcast journalist. I've worked professionally in the news business since 1997, though if you include my college experience in TV and radio, it goes back to 1993, 94, so probably about close to 15 plus years of experience working in the media. I've worked at TV stations in San Mateo, California, Gainesville, Florida, Washington, D.C., Tampa, Florida, and most recently Atlanta, Georgia, where I've worked at Black Family Channel, HD News. I worked as a freelance correspondent until recently, and I currently work as a freelance video journalist for the Associated Press. I'm also a Florida Gator, a graduate. I'm a grad student as well, so I'm a busy dude and a new dad. But really wanted to use this audio podcast. I've produced a video podcast for my vlog, which is myurbanreport.com, since I started it back in 2006. But I was blessed with a brand new RE20 professional studio microphone from Santa, and wanted to increase some of the conversations that we've had by starting this audio podcast, which maybe I'll work some video into it as well. I don't know. We'll sort of see how it develops as we go along here. So I'll be using this platform to talk about different video production issues, media, industry-related things. I'm sure I'll talk about some broadcast news because the journalism industry is in trouble, real trouble right now, and whatever else is on my mind. So my goal is to keep these within about 5 minutes. I know your time is precious and you have a lot of things going on, so I'll try to keep them short. And to start things off, I'll talk about some video, some basic video information. We know video is probably one of the most powerful mediums for sharing information, for persuading, and for informing and teaching. From training videos, promotional marketing, from commercials. I mean, video is kind of where it's at right now, and the internet has really exploded in terms of video use on the internet. A lot of folks are thinking about how to incorporate video, how to produce video. So I will start with some of the basics, which to start off with is the production process. And this is something that you probably would want to understand if ever you're thinking about producing maybe a marketing video for yourself, or maybe a testimonial video for your website, or even if you're just going to produce some news content. You kind of have to follow these three steps, which the first step is pre-production, the second step is production, and the final step is post-production. And I will explain what all of those are right now. Pre-production is the planning phase of your video. It's when you conceptualize it, you identify what your production needs are, what locations, what the overall messaging will be, what kind of talent you will include, what kind of narration you may include, if you'll need a writer, a producer, a full production staff. Maybe you'll just try to do it on a shoestring budget, which you can do by perhaps hiring a DP or cameraman who can also edit for you. But that's really when you conceptualize and kind of spell things out. It includes writing a treatment, which is a basic outline for your production. So once you have that all down, you kind of have a production date, you know when, where, who, what's going to be involved with your shoot. You want to go into the production phase, which is the actual lights, camera, and action. Hopefully, if your planning has gone well and you've dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's, the production phase will be a cinch. If not, you can run into some troubles. You might need to reshoot things, but that's not ideally what you want to do. Ideally, you want to have everything planned out so that your shoot will go smoothly. And then once everything's shot, you go into post-production, which is when your editor will make all the TV magic, bring all the elements together, being the music, the video, the sound, any color correction, any narration, any graphics, special effects. All of that will happen in the post-production phase. So hopefully if you follow these steps and you've done so thoughtfully and you have a well-written script, everything will come together nicely. So that's my first introduction to myself and also to the Amani Channel podcast. If you have any questions or would like to contact me, please reach out via Facebook, LinkedIn, Email me at amani.channel@gmail.com. You can also reach me on Twitter. Urban Reporter is my handle, also Visual Eye Media. Or you can reach me at visualimedia.com. Plenty of ways. Google me. I'm not hard to find. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. You've been listening to Amani Channel's podcast on myurbanreport.com, sponsored by Visual Eye Media. This podcast is available for free download on iTunes.